When I look back, my biggest mistake is I assumed my team knew what to do. I hear some form of this statement from this type of manager all the time, which is promoted internally to take over the team that they were on. And it's a tough situation to be in. You were part of the group, probably a top contributor. You got promoted over everybody to now take over that team. I'm sure you were friends with some, if not most of them, and now you're your boss. Tough situation for everybody. And I heard a great podcast on this Jocko podcast back in the summer, July 11, if you want to look it up. But his whole point is, if you're promoted amongst your peers, the best thing you can do is lead. And that doesn't mean that it's your way or the highway. It means you have now been promoted to a different position, and that is a different set of tasks that you are now responsible for because you're in charge of other people. And I say it all the time, one of the biggest things as a manager is the structure that you put in place for your team to put people in the best positions to win. One of Jocko's points is a lot of people they don't want to be resented by that group of people that they were just a part of. But the fact of the matter is, it's probably going to happen. That comes with being part of the job. But it's your job to do that. You're responsible for their success. And I want to go to being resented for a second, because the person that made that quote last week, here's the situation we've been in. They did not have a good 2022. He blames himself for not holding people accountable. In my position, he didn't have the right metrics in place to hold people accountable. So we've been working on a scoreboard in order to make sure people are on the right track to hit that number. He was actually a little bit, I don't want to use the word resented, but a little nervous to roll this out to the team because it was a completely different way that he was going to hold them accountable for. My point was, I think you're going to get a different result. I think people are going to like this because it's going to show them what they need to do on a weekly, monthly basis in order to be successful, and make money at their job. And when he came back to me the next week, he said, you know what? People liked it. Here's the thing. Most people want to be led. They want to know they're doing good at their job. And as the manager, it's your job to put the right metrics, the right expectations in place in order for them to do so. Don't forget, as a manager, you have to do that job. It's different than what you're used to. Most people who don't get trained on this, that's why they struggle on it. If you're struggling with it, feel free to reach out to me.